What is up, everybody? Trying to get all my audio going right. Don't know how long the timer had stopped. Hopefully it wasn't, guys. Um, but yeah, today hopefully more of the dads get on, and hopefully we can do some raids or something like that. Yesterday was just kind of a very chill day. A lot of the dads were out doing dad stuff, and a lot of the other ones had stuff to do in the morning also. So you know how it is when you're a dad. Or just in general life. So yeah, so hopefully we can get all the guys in here and just have a good time, play some games and wine. Well, earlier today I was trying to join people and help them. What do you call? Help them doing the shepherds thing. I think that's what it's called when you join people when like answering the call or whatever. So I was doing that, and then I was also looking through some of my loadouts and stuff like that. My the way I have my stuff set up and trying to see if I can fix it and make things any like a little bit better or something like that. So I ended up moving this one, the one that I wanted to test out yesterday on the raids. I ended up moving it around. I went ahead and took I think it's called filler up. Um, Whenever you reload from empty, all your guns reload or something like that. Yeah, filler up. I ended up taking this one off. Um, just because I wanted to see if I can make the build like a little bit stronger. And so, you know, I went from having only skill haste to now having a lot more skill power. It did bring me down some, um, you know, to do this as far as armor and stuff like that, but not a whole lot. And then I moved something else. I can't remember off the top of my head what the other thing was that I moved, but I did move something else. But now the build has a little bit less skill haste, but because I have a lot more skill power, I could put a lot of my higher skill haste mods on, which ended up helping me out anyways. And then also on here, what I'm hoping to do is when everything resets, if in fact we're going to get all the pieces reset to where we can roll something on all of them, I think I'm going to go ahead and slap some more health on this one. So right here I have health on kill. I would rather just have health, period. So I'm probably going to do that to this piece. And then, like I said, I moved some stuff around. Just because I wanted to see if I could make this build a little bit more, I guess, more on the DPS side of things. And I took a hit. I don't know if you guys remember seeing it. I had like an 8 or a 9 on the red for offensive, and I ended up now dropping to 7, have 5 armor, and I have 7 electronics. So some of these mods, like the crit hit damage, that one I won't really need, really, so I might roll that also into just actual armor or health. I'm not too sure yet. And then that way I will be able to activate patience on here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this piece, because once everything goes in, hard hitting, you're only going to be able to put it once, and I'm pretty sure everybody, including me, depending how it goes, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be doing it on the mask, because you can get such a high damage to elites on there anyways. Like the one I have right here is pretty low. You can get a lot higher than that. I think I have one piece. That one? I have one piece. I might be saving it actually. Too sure. It might be that one. But I know I have a piece that's closer to 50. So I figured if I do that plus the hard hitting on the mask, I'll end up being around 70 or so damage to elites. So that would be it for that. So then this is, the hard hitting on this is going to be useless. Hard hitting on this is going to be useless. Hard hitting on this is going to be useless. So I'm trying to get the pieces to where, like this one right here, if it does reset, hard hitting is going to get changed out to something else that I could use in here and just keep patience on there. And then on here, I'm hoping that if everything gets reset, because I won't need, I don't really need to move the critical hit damage if I don't want to. I could just leave it and try to get health somewhere else. I'm hoping that I could change that and actually put, instead of hard hitting, I can put on here the unbreakable and have that on here on this build as well. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for on this build. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Coming in. So yeah, so let's just I'm checking them on my phone so that I don't have to bring up the whole thing on the screen. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to see hopefully with this build. Oh, the audio's on here. So I'm trying to see pretty much like if I can make this build for the new specialist that's coming out and have enough skill power but also have enough damage to where I'm not just relying on skill. So right here, if you see, my weapon damage is not that high whatsoever, especially with the EB. That's going to end up getting nerfed anyways, so I don't know if I'm going to stay using this, so that build might change because of that also. But if you see, I have 78 damage to elites, I have the 44 assault rifle damage, I have 14 all weapon damage, and I have 25% light machine gun damage. And if I switch to my light machine gun, you see that I get 34 all weapon damage. So it's about the same as the assault rifle, but I feel that if the EB gets nerfed too much to where I feel that it's not good for me, because it's good to go for headshots, but you can't always just try to go for headshots if you know you're missing a good majority of the time, because then you're just hurting yourself in the long run. So if that becomes the case, then I'm gonna end up just going all out with light machine gun damage, and that's gonna end up changing the gloves that I have to something else and bumping up that. And then I'm probably gonna be running twin parkas, because, or I think these are RPKs. I think parkas was the exotic in Division 1, but I'm most likely gonna be running twins on the two of those pretty much, and I'm probably gonna try to run them hopefully the way this is, but I would like to get Allegro on these as well to bump up that firing rate, and then they'll be more usable. They'll pretty much be right there with what the EB does anyways, and with these you'll be able to put like right now you see I have 80 rounds in it, so you're able to get a lot more bullets. Therefore, if you're playing with someone who has aces or you're playing in the raids, you're going to get double that amount. So you're just going to have a lot more rounds in there that are hitting still pretty damn hard. And if I can get the speed up, that's going to be even better. I have another one here that has Allegro, and I was going to roll one of the unhinged that I have on one of the spare guns that's in the stash, I believe, on here, but the damage is way too low for me to want to roll it. And I know I could just roll it for now, and then when I end up getting another one that has a lot more damage and Allegro, I could just move this one over. But I just don't see the point right now to doing that. If I get one, you know, if I get one today or something like that, then I'll go ahead and do that. But you know, I just don't see it. I don't see a reason to do it. And also, with the amount of damage it has now and Allegro, even though that the main talent isn't active, it almost hits the same as the gun that I have now, which is why I want to get it higher with Allegro, because I know it'll do a lot more damage. You know, it just makes sense. If it's already hitting about the same and you put more damage on it, it's just gonna be a lot better to use, and I'll show you. So this is the one with Allegro, but it doesn't have unhinged. Named enemies. Let me. Okay, so it takes a little bit longer because the damage is, you know, pretty low. But the reason I like this is because it's a mag and not a belt. So your reload time isn't that bad, but you're still getting the benefits of like a light machine gun damage to enemies that are out of cover. They still hit pretty damn hard. The firing rate is really good. It's on par with some of the assault rifles and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. And then this is the one that doesn't have Allegro but has a lot more damage. As you can see, they're just about the same. So if you were to put the Allegro on this gun, it'll just, you know, it'll really take these guys down a whole lot faster. Just because it's going to be shooting that much faster. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I got one of these that had, what is it, measured, I think is what it is. It's measured. The one that lets you, the top half, bottom half, it's measured. Yeah. So I had one that had this and Allegro, and it shot really fast, like really fast, and it was awesome. But when it would slow down for whatever reason, even though the stats should say that this thing should still shoot faster than this gun right here, 715. These ones, the 650, and then you know, with the Allegro and all that, and also measured or whatever, it would be about the same as this one. And see that? Now you see how it's shooting? This is the bottom half. So see how slow it's shooting? Well, the one that I had, for whatever reason, it sounded so slow, and you could see it too, because you would see the chunks of health being taken off because you're doing that extra damage. But it was just clunk, 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 clunk. Like you could probably count them if you really wanted to, how many shots you were taking off of the sound of the chunk. You know, just a clunk, 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 clunk. It was just very, very slow. So that's the reason why I ended up just trashing it, and I think I ended up keeping it as one to roll Allegro off of or something like that. And then I had like 2 or 3 that already had Allegro on it, and I have 1 or 2 that have hinged or unhinged or whatever. So I just didn't see the point of keeping another one. I just ended up getting rid of it altogether. And plus I think it was the regular one, and the regular one doesn't allow you to put like the suppressor attachment on it. You know, the what is it called? Muzzle attachment. So I was just like, you know, there's no point of keeping it if I already have all these other ones. I just got rid of it. And like I said, this one I just kept for the Allegro, which is why I didn't want to keep the other one, because I already had another one that I could easily swap. And the MG5s are fucking awesome. And when you get the damage up high, like I do on some of my other builds, the firing rate makes up for them not hitting as hard, because you could put out so many bullets that you actually do more damage with them than you can with the guns that hit for a lot more. But the thing with these is the instability of these is crazy compared to these right here, and my guess is because of the firing rate. So I would rather just slow it down a hair and end up getting more accuracy out of them. So that's what I'm trying to see here as far as that goes. And then I was able to get some, like I said, some of the more chunkier mods on here because I got my skill power so much higher. So now it takes a little bit longer because of the skill haste that I lost on here. I think it was like 43 or 45. Skill haste from 45 to freaking 19. A pretty big chunk. So I did lose some there, but um, but not. It's not too bad still, and it still heals for a lot. So that's why I decided to keep it that way. Just because if I was to move that or anything like that, then it could mess me up, and it's not that big of a deal to where I feel that I need to move it. This right here is what I'm really liking this build for. The health is on par with some of the other builds that I've done, and the armor is about the same. I don't typically run too much health or too much armor. I do have that one EMS that started pretty much as what this is right here, and then I kept moving it, and now that's the one I usually use for the raids, just because it has a whole lot of health and it has a decent amount of armor, and I can heal myself. Still pretty good on that one too. So I decided to just leave that one alone, leave that as the dedicated AR build. And that one takes, I think it's like 107 to get your hive back, but this one right here, 66.5 seconds to get my hive back. And that's because, and it's still, I would probably be able to get it faster if I could, for the love of God, find a mod, like get something dropped that goes into slot, because these are the only two that I have gotten dropped that fit here. And I don't know if it's just my luck. I don't know if they don't make anything for here but these. But this is, I've crafted and I have picked up, and nothing falls in here, in this slot right here. So if I could find another haste, I could probably get that even lower. But nothing, I have found nothing other than these two pieces. So maybe the division, when they do this update, they'll move stuff around and stuff will start falling here, because it's very annoying that I've been playing for as long as I've been playing for, and these are the only two pieces that I have found that fall on this slot, and they're power. So it'll be nice to find something else other than just this on here. And it'd also be nice if they finally give us whatever the hell this is supposed to be for. So just so we can start putting something in there, because they should have just left it completely out and then just surprised us with it, than to have it here since the beginning of the game and not being able to use it ever. Yeah, so but yeah, so these two I like a lot, how this build is turning out. So we'll see with the update and everything, and then what and all actually gets moved, to see what it is that we're going to be doing. We'll see. And then so the Jax just got on, so I don't know if he still needs to do a stronghold, but I have an apparel. I don't even really need to do it, honestly, because I already completed it. But I mean, I only need to do one invaded stronghold. So I figured if I just do that, I can maybe get extra keys for the next time around. I don't know if they carry over, or even if it just gives me regular keys so that I could just open the regular apparel boxes and I don't have to be crafting keys. I'll be fine with that too. We'll see.
Where did that one go?
Uh, um, I honestly don't know. I think this is, I'm honestly not sure because with this one, it's like, I believe every time, like it says, every time you kill someone, um, it'll take some of that away. But if you were shooting someone and you stop to heal yourself, then that's the end of that. You know what I mean? Like if you're halfway through your mag and you were to stop to try to heal yourself because you fear you're gonna die, I think that that would probably get you killed. So I think you're better off just finishing the mag and then trying to heal. And then if you do die, hopefully you have like a recovery hive, and then that'll pick you up. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I mean, if I'm understanding the question right, you know. So I'm not 100% sure on that. And there's no way of testing that. For I think with the next update, they're gonna allow you to go to the firing range and apply damage to yourself. But I don't know if that'll even work because you need to be getting shot. You know? Yeah. If you find out what it is, like put it up. You know, I'm pretty sure people will appreciate knowing if that does affect it. Like I said, I'm right now. I'm really only using the EB just because it's probably the hardest hitting AR that I have, and that's literally the only reason why it's even being used. Otherwise, I would have something else on here because I have an AK that has Allegro and measured on it, and it hits and does the same amount of damage as the EB does. Even though the EB, like say right here, it's 27 something, and the AK that I have hits for a lot less. But when you're actually shooting NPCs, because you could put the damage to elites and all those mods on the AK that you can't do to the you can't do that to the EB because it's the way it is the way it is. This actually does, and it's more accurate too. The AK is more accurate too. You know what I mean? And it's I feel that this AK is the same exact thing as the EB. And when they do all the nerfing and everything, I don't think this gun's getting touched. You know what I mean? A lot of people are stocking up on the P416s or whatever because those are the go-tos. But I honestly feel if you have an AK and you have a Legger on it, even if you're using something different besides measure, um, they they outclass the P416. Like in my personal opinion, they don't shoot a whole lot faster, and the AKs can put out a lot more damage. And if you throw a Legger on them, you know what I mean. The speed is damn near the same. 780 here, 750 here, and even when this drops down and you lose that rate of fire, um, it's still gonna hit even harder because it's doubling it up. So I think this is the gun that people should be actually trying to get their hands on in case the nerf on the EB is too harsh. I think this is the gun right here that people should really want to get their hands on, and not the P416. But that's, you know, my personal opinion. Like I said, the P416 is just it's not as stable, you know. And even when you increase the firing rate of the AK, the stability doesn't really change. It's still there. And then even if you feel that it gets a little too out of control for you, you could always put like an accuracy grip on it, or stability, you know. So like the way that I run them when I have trouble with any gun that's really unstable, I put an accuracy uh, grip, and then I put that the mag that's like 20%. What is it? 20% stability, and you lose optical range. But if you're not stable and you can't shoot, you know, because your gun is bouncing everywhere, the further they're away from you, the worse it's going to be anyway. So I would rather have that stability and lose some of that damage you do when they're further out, because you'll be actually landing more shots, and therefore it wouldn't really, it kind of cancels it out, you know. And it's all in the way you play. Like if you're someone that's dead fucking accurate anyways, it shouldn't even matter. You probably do. You probably do, but the gun is shooting so fast in comparison. Like whenever I've used it, um, I fucking love the gun. Like I don't know if you saw the little part that I was doing right now with the one that I have. Using these for an example. Those are RPKs. Like I have this one down here, and it has Allegro. It doesn't have unhinged on it. It just has Allegro. And I'll do it again. So I'll show you the stats on them so you could get a good look on them. Put this to named. Alright, so the one that I'm going to start off with is 18.1 damage per shot, 715 rounds. This one's 650, but it does 22. Okay, so we're starting with the one that does 18. And to me, that's not that big of a difference from this one that's doing that much more damage, but shooting slower. You see what I'm saying? So it's about the same. So if you were to put Allegro on this gun right here that has the, what do you call it, unhinged or whatever, so if you were to put Allegro on that, it would do a lot more damage. So the way that I see, where is it, like measured, you know what I mean, the way that I see this, it's that you do lose some damage, but because the gun is going to be shooting so fast at the beginning, you're actually doing more damage. Like even if the math shows it's wrong, you're actually doing more. And then if you throw Allegro on top of it, when it slows down, and it's supposed to slow down, the bottom half is supposed to slow down. What is it? Bottom half of magazine has 20% less rate of fire, so it goes down by 10 because you have that 10% of Allegro. So it doesn't slow it down that much, but the damage that you put out increases so much more. You know what I mean? That's why I think if you're gonna use like measured, you should be using Allegro. Otherwise, measured is not that great, because when it really slows down, it does kind of suck ass. Especially if you're using it on guns like the M60, like the light machine guns that shoot like 500, 550. On those, you're gonna fucking feel it, and feel it a lot, because you're gonna go from, you know, a bar that looks like you're melting to a bar where you're chunking away, and at that point it almost feels like you're shooting an assault rifle, or not assault rifle, just a rifle. You know what I mean? Because you're just chunking away at health. And it's still faster because you don't have to be, you know, pulling the bolt back or whatever. But at that point, you know, you shoot 3 shots and they shoot fucking 30 at you. You know what I mean? With, you know, let's say they're doing like you said, you're shooting the same gun at one another, same damage. You're shooting a lot faster than they are, and then you're all of a sudden you slow down, but they keep their firing rate. Then you're gonna take the loss on that, just because you might be hitting harder, but they're gonna land more shots, and it's gonna add up. For more of the dads. I want to say I saw Jax jump online.
hope I get more of these.
What's up, Agent? Good to see you.
About to start rapping now. I just heard her clear her throat. And I started the stream a little bit later than I normally do just because I wanted to make sure that some of the guys had time to get on and everything, but I guess I still beat everybody to the punch. I'll go real quick and see if I don't remember if I got the little thing up here, but we'll check. Yeah, I really don't know, man. Like like everybody's doing kind of like in their head. You're doing the, your possibilities, I guess, of what you can build. And me, I like setting up stuff for what could be, so with some margin of play. Just because, like my son, he likes making his builds exact to what is being put on like the PTS or some of the stuff, but they're always saying that none of that stuff is final, that all that stuff could change. So I'd rather just kind of make it with a little margin of, for room for error, and then when it finally comes out, then go off of that. Ah, shit. He climbed that truck. What a dick.
Agent in need of backup.
Oh, snipey, snipey. We're gonna push. Surprise. I just want to see if I got this, whatever the fuck these things are called. The ones that come on parachutes, they're stuck on trees and shit. Because I don't know if I got it earlier today or not. Probably did, but I did not. Crap. Sounds like a dog. I think that's the first time that I've ever been up here. Where music is playing. I better move before. I think that's an actual song. I don't want to. I was like trying to figure out what song that was, and I'm gonna end up getting the video fucking with the copyright strike or a claim because of the song. All right, let me go back here. There, sir. I wanted him to join the chat, so I don't just join him randomly because um, I know that sometimes he could be in the middle of something, and if I join in, it'll make the difficulty harder or something, and it'll just take longer to clear and stuff like that. So I normally like it when he joins the chat or if he sends an invite or something. Just because I know that I've done it to him before in the past, and kind of sucks, especially when he's so close to completing it, and then I go in there, and then the computer realizes there's two players, so it sends more players out, and then we end up going down or dying, and he almost had it completed. And you know, it could have been prevented if I had just asked him if I could have joined, or if he would have joined the chat and been like, "Yeah, come in," or "Hold on, let me finish this first," and stuff like that. So.
I need a vacation.
Because I want to say I made it private, but I know I sent him an invite and I sent the rest of the guys an invite before I even started the stream. But am I appearing offline, maybe? Is that what it is? So, X bar ammo is out, I believe. Stop. Mighty, even though I don't think Mighty will be on today. And I'm all on invite. Senior Jax.
How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? I'm streaming.
Nada.
Streaming, just so you know.
Oh, all right. I will watch my language for the first time ever.
Sure. We'll go with that.
How's your day, man?
Good, good. How's yours?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Were you redoing all the floors or a specific room?
The main entryway lobby. So I spent 7 hours on the floors today. Only got half of it done.
Holy shit. So what were you doing? Putting wood floors, I think is what you said, right?
Tongue and groove wood plank. It's a vinyl plank with corkboard. So you just have to get it all in the right spot, in the right way, so there's no loose joints. And it's a big space.
Oh yeah, and then you're like constantly on your knees and like with your back, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the part that, oh my gosh, I got like 2 hours into it and I almost started crying. I don't know
Jesus.
how people do that for a living. It's so hard. Like, I got no problem carrying stuff, but being on my hands and knees for that long
And then
is brutal.
and then isn't it a thing too where the taller you are, jobs that require you uh to like be bend over or whatever are a lot more tedious on your back than someone who is shorter or smaller than you
It's a
because
lot of pressure.
yeah,
Plus, I weigh a lot.
yeah. I don't know about the weigh a lot part, but
Well,
I
I've
mean,
lost 55 pounds and I'm 245 now.
yeah, but you're
So,
freaking like Andre. What is it, Andre the Giant too? So I mean,
yeah,
that's still fucking slim.
yeah.
That's why when I was growing up as a little kid, I was like, I don't want to be tall because that's the reason why I didn't grow. Just in case people were wondering, I went into too many Toys R Us stores and I wanted to be a kid. I didn't want to grow up. So
There you go.
what are you doing? I saw you were at Foggy Bottom, but I didn't want to just randomly join and throw off your game or something.
Well, it's all good.
Do you still need to do the one stronghold?
What I'm doing right now.
No,
Come join me. Oh, I gotta start it again?
no, no.
Do you have to do one?
Yeah, I need to do them, but I already have
Oh,
everything.
fuck. No, I just started.
Like I literally have all the keys. Like I opened everything up, but
Yeah.
I still have that thing on there. So I was wondering if I join, will I get keys
Here.
that carry over to the next event, or
Yeah. Here, I'll head back here and we'll restart it.
I'm joining on you.
Yeah. I was just starting the beginning, so I got like, I don't know, a handful
Yes.
of dudes in.
In your bar, and I saw the flow was on.
There you go.
And I think Elmo said he wasn't going to be back till tomorrow.
That's how I thought. I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yep. You fast travel to me.
Oh wow! It actually went off the 10% screen. What do you know?
That'll restart it or not?
It must have. It loaded me in, and then right away put me into another loading screen.
Oh shit, sorry, I
So-
should have waited till you got here.
No, I'm saying that I think whatever
Oh,
you did is
it says
loading.
group ineligible. What do you have to clear?
Ah, god damn it.
No hiding the gun.
Both for the things.
Bit of luck.
Both.
Before they can evac.
But I'm on your map. It doesn't matter.
Apparently it does.
Ah,
It's group ineligible. You can't even play this with me? How lame is that?
all right. I'm gonna back out and then start it, and then let me know when you pass the first section. Then I'll try to join up on you and see if I can glitch by like we did Bar.
Alright.
You.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm telling you, with Bar, it was telling him the same thing. The group wasn't eligible or whatever. But on my screen, it was like forced start, and I was like, "What?"
So, join me right now. I just started it. I haven't killed anybody yet.
all right, I'm on the load. Now I'm on a 12% glitch.
Yeah. No, I'll wait for you. I just ran down the broken bridge. I didn't do anything yet.
We'll see. With Bar, it was so funny, dude. We were so stressed. Well, he was stressed the whole beginning, and then at the ending, I was stressed because then I was like, "Oh crap! What if they don't do nothing to his character, but they delete my fucking character?"
Detected.
You know, like we're fucking going through it. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, it's funny when I joined DJ yesterday, and I hadn't completed DCD headquarters, so I was ineligible. I joined him after he had started, but it didn't work for me.
Oh, like it let you, because see, that's what it did with Bar. It let me force start it. We ran it. He got all the XP and everything out of it, but at the very end, it wouldn't let him go to the tier. You know, that's the first one you do, and then you go to like World Tier 1 or whatever. It didn't let him do it. We still ended up having to.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you didn't glitch him through?
Well, we glitched him through because he wasn't supposed to play that one, and it was invaded, so he was getting massive fucking XP.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he was getting huge chunks of XP for it.
Best bet is to head up the west side and intercept them.
There'll be no hiding the
But
gunfire.
this isn't going to do
With
anything
a bit
for
of luck,
you.
you can get to the
still
team
wanna
before
do
they can
this?
evac.
It'll give me like dailies and shit, so. And plus, this way you don't die so much going in there.
Hey.
I'll do all the dying for both of us.
It's just that damn sniper up there. Only one.
Sniper down.
Nice.
And everybody else down while I was shooting the sniper.
Now that I got my seekers down to 7 seconds, it feels even longer. Like I want them to go faster though.
Well, it's funny because it's like, you know, you can get them down really low, but they take longer than what they say they do, because once you throw them out, they still got to separate and then find the person, blow up, and then the timer resets.
I have eyes on the team collecting samples. They don't look like they're in a hurry.
He said something about he was gonna be on after or something like
His
that.
son and his kid is playing. Son and his son's buddy is playing the PlayStation, so
Oh,
he won't be on until they go to bed.
what is it on regular?
Yeah, just wanted to get it done.
I was like, damn, you're fucking
Shit at this one.
pushing a lot.
Be like 2 gold drops the entire time.
Sending the UAV.
Oh, just wanted to get it done. Freaking tired these last couple days.
I bet. You got other people helping you, or are you doing all that by yourself? The flooring and all that.
That's one of the guys. I mean, technically, I should have a dozen guys. Every time I've asked someone to help with this, has
I need a move. Get another
gone
angle.
very poorly.
Jammer here.
Start to realize that not everyone's standards are your own.
And especially like if you're asking people for help, they figure the help alone is enough, you know. And if you're trying to do something right, you got to do it right the first time. And if you're gonna help someone, you got to have that mentality, because you're essentially helping. If you're not doing everything up to par, or you're just trying to get it done fast, you know, it's gonna hurt that person in the long run, because they're the ones that are gonna have to fix whatever mistakes happen, you know.
It's cold over here. Didn't expect to see one of those. Shitty holster. Yay.
Talking about, that's like 14 pesos.
Yeah, I hate doing it, but I feel like I've got to just. I wanted to get this done and just go to bed. I feel like such a dope not being able to stay up, but there's just so much shit going on lately. It's been a busy week.
System disrupted.
They're pulling back.
I need to
Looks
get
like
through
they've left some of their
tomorrow.
samples behind.
Do that.
Sounds like a great opportunity to destroy those samples.
Oh, you're gonna be doing oh yeah, you said you only got half of it done, huh?
Yeah. I won't. We're not going to do it tomorrow. I want to get a few more people involved and make sure it's done. I'm going to guess that I'm going to be sorted to hell.
Viral contamination containers destroyed.
So do we know? Is it? When's the 15th? Is that Wednesday or Tuesday?
I actually have no idea, to be honest with you.
That day. Today's the 12th, so tomorrow's the 13th, so the 15th is Tuesday. It's like the update's coming out the 15th?
Yeah, the 15th.
Alright, so Tuesday night.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be for the year one pass people on the 15th, and then I think like 22nd or 23rd for everybody else. But that's only, I believe, for the missions, because I believe all the actual updates, like the gear changes and all that, that's going to be for everybody on the 15th.
For everyone on the 22nd lead?
Yeah, so like the 22nd or 23rd, we get 7 days early access to it or whatever. Yeah, which is weird because I want to say I remember them saying that we're going to be getting 3 days, but I mean, I'll take 7. Where the hell they come out from?
military M60 LMG with. Anything like that?
Your mic cut out.
I got a military M60.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, it's got it unhinged on it.
Yeah, I don't really use them because the firing rate is just too slow for me.
Yeah.
Hey guy. Where'd he climb?
Wait a minute. This way.
I know that over here somewhere, I believe is where that shit that you can get from shooting the parachutes. There's one in here that you can only do when it's invaded. I don't remember where it's at though. Yeah, when it's invaded, there's a certain sections that open up different, and you're able to get one of those little parachute things, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that in here.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, when you start going before you go in the hole to go underground. Go to, you turn like I think left instead of right or something like that, and then it ends up being, it's like a little dead end, and then you go in and you can see it on the tree, and you can just get in there. Oh,
all right. Almost missed that crappy purple.
I've been gaining a lot of golds. I've only gotten like 2 purples.
Wow. Stealing all my shit from me.
No one has to. Can you go in here?
Oops.
You got a chopper inbound, and it doesn't look friendly.
Like here? Don't know.
No, it's after this part right here.
Okay, no, okay.
Yeah. Literally killed everybody off.
Yeah, there's one left. Moving up. There he is. Whoa! He's got a vest with 19% total armor.
That's more than I've seen. I think the biggest we've seen is 15, and that was like a few days ago.
I've never seen that on the. I'm never the dude that gets like the god roll something.
Yeah, I would fucking definitely keep that bitch.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Whew, guess all I have to do is complain. There's 4 golds in here right now.
See, I'm stealing all the crappy stuff and leaving behind all the good stuff.
Thanks, buddy.
Welcome.
Here's a 93R.
Fuck that gun. I can't believe how weak they made it in this game. That was like my favorite fucking pistol to use. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Done fucked up jumping down, lady. Oh shit!
What?
I think you blew up canisters that were right there, and that's why you went down. Your seeker plus
Wow.
canisters equals jacks. Go bye bye.
Equals yes. Bye bye. Man, I got lit up.
Hostiles eliminated.
Is this the part that blows up every fucking time, or is that only on the?
it takes.
I think there's still one more section here.
See, it's in here somewhere. I don't remember how we did it last time, but we came in here. We came
There's
in
another
here.
section like this that you go down a hole.
Yeah. So and it's
But you think it's in here somewhere?
and it's supposed to be before that hole. See, this is the hole right here.
It's right here, isn't it?
Black Tusk are packing those samples in.
It's
There
back
we
here.
go, yes. And then in the tree.
Let them take a goddamn thing off that island.
So then it's probably in the regular one. I know it was off to the side. And it's hanging off one of these trees, and you just shoot it, and it falls down.
No kidding.
Yeah. And I could never find it because I remember it was in that section, but I just didn't know where to turn. There's another hole right here. Look at this. Can you go down it?
What?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
This is one of the things. It's one of the. How was it? Oh, you have to hit the totem poles, or so there's these things in the woods that you have to get. You have to light a candle at each one or something like that, and then it's a secret room. It's an Easter egg.
Oh. Nice to do that shit too.
It you don't get anything for it, and
And it's shit, dude.
yeah, there's nothing cool in there.
In the Division, they wouldn't do that to us.
Right.
I think all those should, at the very least, have like a little backpack trophy thing that you can get.
Yeah. And hell, killing the hunters, at least you get a mask.
Yep. Ooh.
Kill. Doggy.
Oh yeah.
I can't see Doggy.
Doggy down.
Doggy dead. Bye, Doggy. Another Doggy.
And sniper.
Nope. I got the sniper. Bye, Doggy. Wait, what? There's a guy over here?
Yeah, he came out with the dog.
Oh, I didn't see him. Sneaky devil.
He's like, Jax is all mine. I was like, okay.
I got the sniper in the face with my arrow.
Oh. I saw it glowing red. I thought you threw seekers up there.
Didn't even need to blow up. He died instantly. Got him right in the face. That was awesome.
This is the one where you have to open up all these fucking containers and it doesn't stop until you open them, right?
Yep.
And containers with the flag on them, with their logo thing on them.
That's good.
How do you blow this up?
Oh my gosh! My seekers killed me again, and I wasn't even near anything that blew up.
Got you.
Thank you.
Just
What's
gonna
that all
oh shit! I don't know if you know this. They have a minigun.